And we have with us she's on audio Skype because we couldn't get her picture up. So you'll look at us while we do this interview. It is Marianne Bernaldo, and she is an MS BCBA, Director of ABA Programs at Xcite Steps. Welcome, Marianne.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you for being with us today. And Marianne, you've worked with us on our Inclusion Films program down in San Diego.
Yes, I did. Myself and a couple of members of my team did. It was very, very fun and exciting.
Yeah, it was so crucial to have you and your ABA therapist there to help us with the children. So we want to thank you for that. Today we're focusing about helping kids caught between the tweens, the two worlds. But first, tell us about the mission of Xcite Steps.
Yes, Xcite Steps really believes in providing quality ABA services to children of all ages on a spectrum. We actually deal with, probably as young as 2 up to adult. So we believe in servicing children up to adult years, kind of the full lifespan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that we're looking at a shot of some of your therapists. You have quite a group there.
Yes.
Of wonderful young therapists. And go ahead.
Do you mind? You specialize a little bit, though, in an area that we don't think that there's enough people talking about. That area when kids are doing really well, they're teenagers, maybe young adults, and they aren't fitting in a world that's just special education anymore, but they're still struggling a little bit to get into that neurotypical world. That you described it on your site as having 1 foot in each world, and that you're really good at helping kids to move through that period of time. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I would love to tell you about it. As Director of ABA Programs, I oversee a bunch of the social skills groups that run on Saturdays, especially like what you were saying with the teen population. We're really providing, I guess, a really nice safe haven for a lot of these individuals to socialize with their peers so that they can learn a lot of those social skills that they can bring with them out into, I guess, the real world.
Fabulous. And how can people find you if they want to find out more information about Xcite Steps?
Just real easy on our webpage, which is www.xcite, and it's with an X, xcitesteps.com.
On the phone right now, we have Marianne Bernaldo. She is an MS BCBA and the Director of ABA Programs at Xcite Steps. And Marianne, you're primarily located in San Diego, California. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I'm wondering, we were talking a little bit before about some of the programs that you were offering for teens. What's the whole scope? What kinds of programs are you guys offering there?
Right now we're offering 4 basic social skills programs. One ages for 3 to 6. It's called the Littles Group. And then we have a 7 to 9 called Kids Group, Kids Adventures, a 10 to 12 called Youth Social. And then from 13 to 17, we have a teen group being offered.
This is great. I would love. I'm looking for something like this for Wyatt at some point. My son, who is going to be 12, and Shannon, of course, has a young son. Jim is 10.
Yeah.
And these social skills are so important.
Absolutely.
Tell us about. Shannon wanted to know about a model.
I just think this is so exciting, and I think that people are going to be writing into us and saying, "How can I get hooked up with this kind of thing?" And you're focusing with an ABA model. You're focusing on social skills, correct? Am I getting it right?
Yes.
Okay, and so it occurred to me that this could be everywhere. Are you guys looking at franchising or setting it up so that other people can follow the model of what you're doing?
We've talked about some other locations. It might be kind of our 5-year plan.
Okay,
good, because we think it's a great need. Can you share with us some of the stories that maybe you've encountered along the way with these groups, of some of the improvements and some of the, these miracles happen every day in these kind of situations. Can you tell us some stories, of course, without naming the children, of some of the changes that have occurred?
Yeah, I can think of just in general the kids in a teen group. So when you get a group of teens together, it's always difficult to kind of gauge if they're going to pretty much like one another, And I remember seeing we have a lot of returning team members. At first, it was really, you could tell it was really awkward. It was silent for the first couple weeks. But I mean, honestly, after, because we run it in 6-week increments, to see the kids at the very end, like high five each other when they're playing basketball, or they'll ask for, oh, hey, where's, so-and-so at? And it is amazing. It brings when you hear them make comments and to one another, good sportsmanship comments that wasn't there in the beginning. I mean, it really warms my heart, because you can tell they really enjoy each other's company.
Do you find that these kids are then more often able to make friendships with neurotypical children? It is much easier for them after this kind of experience?
Yeah, some of the parents have reported to me that their child has opened up a little bit more to other neurotypical peers.
Good.
They're more comfortable.
Right. But do you also find that our children with very high functioning autism tend to make friends with other children with high functioning autism?
Yes, that happens quite frequently. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've heard a lot about that at school, about kids being able to find their group in which they feel comfortable. And we all do that.
Which is great. And with the increase, obviously, with the fact that this is an epidemic, there are going to be more and more children that they're going to feel comfortable with.
Absolutely.
What advice do you have for parents who are looking for something like this?
I would first say to parents, check what kind of insurance you have. Because that's, with the insurance law passing last year, a lot of these groups can be funded through insurance.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have some private pay families who, maybe their insurance hasn't worked out, but we are accepting several other new providers. So I would say check to see what kind of insurance you have, and, give us a call, and we'll definitely help a lot parents walk through the process.
Okay,
Fabulous.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for being with us, Marianne. We really appreciate you.
Sorry we couldn't see your beautiful face, but we appreciate having you on the phone, and good luck with this. It's a great program.
All right, thank you so much.